Now we'll study how to get a database of millions of potential retailer partners. This presentation is very linked to the harvesting yellow page harvesting presentation. We'll not explain how to harvest yellow page, but we'll explain how to collect the database of all webmasters in any activities. So if you want to collect all webmasters for example, in a hospital, you can take all the domain name where there is the word hospital or clinic or medicine inside and contact all of them. That's what we will teach you. Before explaining how to do this, let's talk about a success story, Pacific Prime. Pacific Prime, with now 100,000 clients, is the biggest broker health insurance on earth. Last year they received the Bupa International Top Global Distributor Award. So they are the number one on earth. They have received this prime. You can follow the link just under Pacific Prime blog, Pacific Prime win Bupa International Top Global Distributor Award.html. The question is, how did they do this? That's exactly the answer is exactly partner retailers. They got a lot of partnership with doctors and hospital. So how did they do this? They collected database of all doctors, all medical related, all hospital on the yellow pages, and also they collect the database of all webmasters related to medical something medical. So it's like doctors, all websites, all the websites who had the keywords medical inside, doctor or clinic, hospital, this in different language. And like this, they collected a huge database of people. And actually, at that time, the technology was not as powerful as now, because we can only collect the database of domain name for .com, .net, .info, and .org, which is much less than what we can do now. Now we can. There is some new technologies much more powerful that I will show you just now. And just with this, they still collect the database of everyone. They could contact all the doctors, all the people related to medical, to ask them, hey, would you be interested to send us your prospects? Like this, we can send you everyone. Like this, you send us your patient who need medical health. We provide them health insurance, so they can take your health care. They can have your health care, because before they couldn't, they didn't have health insurance. And at the same time, we give you a commission through this health insurance. That's a very powerful solution. So this is typically what we'll teach you how to do now. So we want to collect 100,000 of emails of people who can help us to sell our own product on internet. How to do this? We just need to find all the domain name related to your activities, absolutely all of them, and then to contact them. How to do this? So let's imagine that you're a solar panel factory, and as a solar panel factory, it could be very useful for you to contact all webmasters, absolutely all webmasters on Earth who own domain name like solarpanel123.net, all domain name with the keyword solar panel or photovoltaic keywords or free energy or anything related to solar panel indirectly in the domain name, which means if the domain name is I sell solar panel, you can know that the guy is selling solar panel and he's dedicated to this and he only do this. So this guy should be really your target and someone extremely important. So here you have the list. You can see the list of all domain name on Earth all domain name owners. You can find this list on domaintool.com, and there is a 5,000 page just on this to get it. So 5,700 page with 100 results, 100 domain name list, and each list has can have here the first one was with 100 of domain, and each of them can have around 5, I would say. On the total it's around 5. So for this, for example, I don't know exactly how many domain name are using the keyword solar panel, but it should be around 2.8 million domain name, because 500 page of 100 line with each of them around 5 domain extension, it's around 3 million. 3 million domain name where you can often solar panel related, so not related, exactly matching with the keyword solar panel. So all these people, you can contact all of them and ask them to sell your own product. So how to do this? First, you have to create an account on domaintool.com. So you go on domaintool.com, you create your account. Then you will use an iMacro to download all the database from DomainTool, and then you will extract the information from all this website with a PHP script or with Email Extractor Pro. I will teach you the two different solutions. If you have already checked domaintool.com, if you have already been on domaintool.com, you have maybe seen that domaintool.com is proposing an API. Well, what is an API? It's a system where you can plug and do some requests directly from Manuscript to ask any query to them automatically. So in that case, you shouldn't need to do anything in iMacro. You can use their API and you can do everything from the API. You're right, you can do everything with the API, but on the website it's not very clear the price of the API. So I had a little exchange of mail with them, and here is the answer from the price. The price is 10 cents for each request. So for each query, 10 cents dollars. It's 1 RMB, a bit less than 1 RMB per query. 1 RMB. So if you want to do, if you are very good, you don't do any mistake, you will do your 5,700 query. It will cost you 5,700 RMB. You will not, because you will do some mistakes. You will probably do a lot of mistakes, and when you will do it, you will restart, and each time that you restart in the middle, you restart from 0. So you double, you triple the price that you will have to pay for this. So yes, as I just said, technically you can use the API, but at 10 cents per page for 5,700 page to scan, it will be quite $600. So it's a lot of money, and actually I doubt that you will be able to do everything perfectly in one time. So you will do it, you will test it, and you will start with, it's good, it's working well, you start it, and after a few hours you will realize, shit, there is a problem on the name, it's not well scanned or anything, and you will have to restart it. You will restart everything, so you will double the price and triple over. It depends on how many mistakes you will do on it before making the system work perfectly, but at the end you will probably pay at least $1,700 to do this. So if you want to spend it, you can, okay, but I recommend you to use iMacro. With iMacro you can do as many tests as you want, and it will work for free. So between having a free solution with iMacro and you will have to pay with the API, $1,700, I more recommend the iMacro. At least it's what I used. So let's create the accounts. When you create the account, you have 7 days for free trial, but they will ask your credit card. Personally, I have a credit card generator where I can say I put €1 on the credit card or 10 RMB on the credit card, and I cannot exceed the 10 RMB. So actually, it's not a real credit card, it's like just a number, but it's not a real credit card, so no one can take money on it. If you have it, you should use this. If you don't have this, use your own credit card, but don't forget to cancel the registration before the end of the week. When you have finished, if you finish in 3 days, cancel the registration. It's very important. Else you will they will deduct the money on your credit card after, and it's quite expensive every month after. So register on it, but don't forget to cancel the registration. It's very important. Or use a credit card, generated credit card, who doesn't have money on it, so no one can take anything on it. So when you will register, very classic, you will receive an activation email on email where you will have to copy paste the code, verification code, so you just copy paste it and your account will be activated. So now that you have a professional domain tool account, activated account, you will be on the dashboard here, and the second link from the bottom will be domain search, and this is the tool that you just see a few slides before, where you can collect all domain names. So here you have the search engine where you can type solar panel. You should go in advanced search and also say I only want the domain name who exists, who are registered. Don't give me the domain name who doesn't exist anymore. So it will be much faster. You're not interested to contact people who doesn't exist anymore. Contact just people who exist, who has the domain name. Now, from PHPMyAdmin, you just need to create the table who is. For this, you can copy paste this table, this script, SQL script. You don't need to type it from the screen because it's also right in the PHP file I just gave you, extract_domain.php.html. You see on top there is this, so you can just copy paste it in your database from PHPMyAdmin, and it will work. So as I said before, you just change MySQL Connect localhost with your user, your password, and your database. And now let's see the macro to execute to collect the information on the page of domain tool and to paste them in the extract_domain.php to save the information and go back to the domain tool to go to the next page, and etc. to collect all the page from domain tool. So you just need to copy the iMacro who is in crossbordertraining.com/domain tools search iMacro.txt. Here you will have the entire iMacro. Just copy paste it in your iMacro system, and when you are inside, of course, you replace the URL go to http://crossbordertraining.com/extract_domain-tool.php by your own domain name. I don't know where it's, maybe it's, if it's EasyPHP, you just change it by localhost. But you change domain name with where you put your scripts. I don't know where you put it, so you have to put it now on your own script. Everywhere. To replace everywhere, you press Control H. Control H. Repeat, Control H to replace everywhere in your script. So after, you just need to go to domain tool and to launch a request to collect all the domain name. But now, if you're already on the domain tool search, you have already launched your request. You just need to open to execute the macro I just gave you, and you can go and take your coffee. The the system will work probably an entire day, but at the end you will have all the information. Hi everyone. Here I will teach you how to collect all the domain name from on Earth from special keywords. So for example, if you're solar panel factories, you should be interested by contacting all the webmaster, so all webmaster on Earth or website with the keyword solar panels. I will teach you how to do. It's not so complex. You need to register to Domain Tool. Domain Tool is a very powerful tool to control everything about domain name. When you register, they will ask you for your credit card or your PayPal account. You can give it the free. The first week is free, so you can use all the tools for free the first week, and after you will have to pay. So give your credit card, it's not a problem, but at the end of the week, don't forget to say no, not anymore. Please stop it. So you can contact them and ask, don't cancel my registration. Very important. So here, for example, you have all the domain name with solar panels, so all on Earth. There is 6,000 pages of 100 domain, and each of them doesn't. It's not just one. So it would be if it was just like this, it would be just 60,000 domain name. It's not 60,000. It's each of them have much more. For example, solar panel with S has 94 domain name. Here it's .com, .net, .org, .info, .biz, .us, but there is also center, company, construction, contractor, directories, and here you can go even deeper on generic one, guru, house, lighting, link, so solarpanel.link, solarpanel.solar, this one is very good, solar panel, solar, at least you will rank very easily. So here you can collect absolutely all domain name for any keywords. When you are using this tool, don't forget to say, I only want the domain who are taken. I don't want the deleted domain. I don't want the available domain. I want the taken one, because you will not be a partner with someone who has deleted his domain name, or you will not be partner with someone who doesn't exist. If it's available, it means that there's no one behind. Just take the taken domain name. Also take the domain with hyphens and domain with numbers to have everything. Just like here, the dash, the 4, solar panel for you. If you didn't collect it, you wouldn't have them. So here you have the entire list, and it's hard to estimate how many there is like this. It's probably 200,000, maybe 300,000 domain name. So 300,000 people that you can contact automatically and say, you want to sell my product on your website. As a factory, normally you have a much better price than anyone else, so they should be pleased to accept it. So how to do this? I suggest you to go on extract domain name, extractdomain.php.html, this URL. You copy paste all of this, you send it to your domain, which is already sent in mine, which is the same without HTML. Here, when you're here, you have to first create the table on the database. So it's this one. I don't know if my PHP admin is still available. Yes, it is. Here, create table. You can create it. So recreate, so I will not recreate it. This one. So when you're here, the second step is on this script. You have to change the access for your MySQL. MySQL Connect local. Your username, your password, and here the name of your database, as it will not work. And the last thing is to download the iMacro, which is here, crossbordertraining.com/domain tools search iMacro.txt. It's a very, very, very long iMacro. It's a very big one. So when you will execute it, it will take 2 or 3 days. It's a very long one. It will give you actually all the domain names to do it. And thing very important is here you see URL, go to crossbordertraining.com/extract domain. Of course you have to replace this by your domain name. I don't know which domain name is it, but you have to replace it by your domain name. So you copy it, you launch a macro, it's this one for me. You're executing on it, up, just replace, just the same. I shouldn't be so big, that will take a long time. You'll just replace it, and here Control R to replace, cross border training.com by your domain name. Of course, don't execute it, but you have to replace it to be on your domain name. When it's like this, you are on this page, and you just need to execute it. It's very simple. So execute it, play. It's in French, but it's play. So here, it's opening everything, it's copying everything. You can see, it's going on all of them. And he will copy absolutely everything. It will take long time. It will take at least 3 days to do it, to do everything. So no need to stand till the bottom. But you see, he is copying everything. He's doing his job. It's good. Okay, I stop it here. No need to stay 2 days. And here you have the database. You just have to export. It's in French, but exports. In English it's exports. And you don't want it in SQL. You want it in CSV. So CSV. Download the CSV file. Open with Excel. CSV. And here you have the entire list of domain name that who has been collected by macro. So you just need now to scan them. How to scan? It's email extractor. I should have already introduced this tool before. It's email extractor. It is a very powerful. There is two tools that can do it. Email extractor. Here you go on website, scan website, give the entire list of domain. Play, and he will scan for you everything. The website you see has already found free email address for this domain name. He will scan the entire list, and so this tool is powerful. And this is quite cheap. It's $44 US, and it will scan everything quite fast. It's not it's still millions of email to collect, so it will take a long time. But it's still faster than a PHP script. There is some PHP script we can do it. I will put them also in the PowerPoint, but it's a bit more complex to use. It's absolutely free. Good point, it's absolutely free, but it's a bit more complex to use and much longer. It will take months to collect everything. But this one, in a few days, you will have collected absolutely everything. Still collecting. I will make pause. No need to scan 7 pages, just 2. Scan there and to not go too deep. 2 of them, so you don't need to go very deep. And he will scan absolutely everything. So you see, he's scanning and he's collecting the email everywhere. Okay. So you just seen the presentation of scanning, how to scan the all domain name for special keywords. So how many domain name does it represent? Actually, I don't know. We can't note it. We didn't scan everything. But what we can tell you is 6,000 page with 100 of line, and each of them many domain name per line, maybe 5 domain name per line. If you just do a mathematical multiplication, it's 3 million. Let's consider that you will have 1 million. Probably 3, but let's consider 1 million to be to not have a babyish number. 1 million domain name. And what you will do now, after that you will have collected this 1 million domain name, for each of this domain, you will scan the websites. So here you have scanned solarpanels.biz. First thing, you check the homepage. You see that there is no no email address on it, but you see that there is a contact page, contact us. So automatically you will open it, or we'll give you a script to open it, and this script will see that there is a contact page. Two techniques. If you want, you can automatically fulfill the contact form and send them a message, or you can just grab the contact at solarpanel.biz email address to contact them later with your email solution. That's the first step. The second step is, of course, the registration. Each website has its own registration. We call it the whois. So we do a whois request. We are not. You can use domain tool API for this, but it's very expensive. When we will propose you some free scripts to do exactly the same. So don't use the domain tool API because it's expensive. When you can get exactly the same results for free. Use more, the script will give you. It's free. So here you have all the information, about solar panel biz. You have the address, the phone, the email, the name, everything about the owner and the technical guy and the financial guy, the guy who has to pay every year. You have everything, so you can correct here too. So let's see how to scan all this website and whois registration without using email extractor, who will do everything for you, but it's not free. You will have to pay $44 US. Let's do it in PHP. So in PHP, for this, you first need to create a table in your database, the table domain related. Here you can see that you can download the table on crossbordertraining.com/domainrelated.sql. So here you will have the table domain related. You just copy paste it on your PHP and you create your table like this. And when you will have created, you fulfill this table, you fulfill this table on the field domain with the list of domain that you would have downloaded. You will have collect from scanning domain tool. So as I say, you just execute it. You launch it on your www.yourdomainname.com/scandomainname.php. You just execute it, and it will scan everything. It will work for a long time. For the entire, it can work for 1 month. You will not stop for one month scanning everything. But in 1 month, when you will have finished, you will have all the information about the website, all the websites. One thing, when you're doing this, you have to deactivate your antivirus. Why? It's because if you let your antivirus will see something is weird with this script. This script is scanning millions of websites and collecting database. This is not normal. It looked like a backdoor who is scanning a website and who is collecting a database to do a big spam later. It's probably a bad hacker who is doing this. So your antivirus will stop it and warning you. Hey, we have recognized that something is something smell. We stop it. Yes, actually, he stopped because the system was doing exactly what he thought. The website, the script was scanning websites, collecting information. Exactly what he thinks. So it's true, but it's not you're doing this on purpose. It's not a virus who attack your computer to use your internet to do this. It's you who want to do this to collect the information. It's not a hacking. It's really you who wanted this. So you have to deactivate your antivirus, else your antivirus will think that you have been hacked and you have a malicious boot on your computer.